MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind to grow.
Don't hold back. Rise anyway. You're holding back, not because you don't know what to say, but because you know exactly what will happen when you say it. You see the dysfunction at church, but you stay quiet because pointing it out means people will blame spiritual warfare instead of addressing the real leadership failures. You know the solution at work, but you don't speak up in the meeting because your insight will make others uncomfortable. You recognize the problem in your family system, but you keep your mouth shut because truth-telling has never been welcomed at your table. This isn't about lacking courage. This is about something much deeper. You have discovered who you are, and that discovery has shown you things others cannot see yet. And now you're stuck between two choices: shrink back into their comfort zone or rise into who you were created to be. Here's what you need to understand. When you grow into your real self, resistance from others is a natural part of the process. It's not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's proof you're doing something right. When you step into your actual power, some people will resist it. Not because they're evil, but because your growth mirrors back what they haven't accessed in themselves yet. Your family members keep reminding you of who you used to be because your transformation forces them to confront who they still are. Your friend subtly undermines your new confidence because it threatens the dynamic where you both stayed small together. Your colleague dismisses your ideas because your growth exposes their stagnation. Your partner prefers the smaller version of you because it felt safer, more predictive, easier to manage. These people aren't villains in your story. They're humans operating from what they know, which includes what they don't know. Their ignorance isn't evil. It's simply ignorance, a lack of knowledge. And here's what they haven't figured out yet. First, they haven't discovered who they are. They don't understand the difference that discovery makes and how it changes everything about how you move through the world. When you know who you are, you stop performing for approval. When you know who you are, you stop contorting yourself to fit into boxes that were never built for you. When you know who you are, you stop apologizing for taking up space. And to someone who hasn't made that discovery, your confidence looks like arrogance. Your clarity looks like rebellion. Your boundaries look like rejection. Second, they don't understand what growth actually looks like. They think growth means becoming a better version of what they already expected you to be. They don't realize growth means becoming something different, something they might not recognize, something that doesn't need their permission or validation. I've watched brilliant people shrink themselves their entire lives because the people around them couldn't handle their rising. The parent who sees exactly what's broken in the school system but stays silent at every PTA meeting because speaking up would make waves. The employee who knows the company is bleeding money from a fixable problem but won't say it in the meeting because it would make leadership look incompetent. The person who recognizes the real issue destroying their church but won't name it because everyone's more comfortable blaming the devil than addressing human failure. And it's not just everyday people. History is full of those who face this exact resistance. Every revolutionary, every innovator, every person who changed the trajectory of their field had to rise above people who preferred them small, quiet, manageable. The greatest leaders often aren't the ones with titles. They're the ones who saw what others couldn't see and refused to pretend they were blind just to keep the peace. Here's what I need you to hear. You don't apologize for not fitting into other people's ideas of who you should be. Their discomfort with your growth is not your responsibility to fix. Their inability to see what you see is not your cue to stop seeing it. Their preference for the old you is not a reason to abandon the real you. You can love them. You can have compassion for where they are. You can understand that their resistance comes from ignorance, not malice. But you cannot let them dictate your trajectory. Set them aside as obstacles, not with cruelty, but with clarity. Understand their limitations without letting those limitations become yours. You've worked too hard to discover who you are to shrink back now. You've seen too much to pretend you're blind. You've grown too far to fit back into the boxes you've outgrown. This is the moment where everything in you wants to make it easier for them, to dial it back, to soften your edges, to dim your light so they're not uncomfortable with how bright you've become. Don't. Keep rising. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Not because everyone will celebrate it, but because you can't unbecome what you've discovered. Not because the path is clear, but because staying small is no longer an option. The world needs what you see. The people who are ready will recognize it. The ones who aren't will resist it. And your job isn't to convince the resistors. Your job is to rise anyway. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. Pick a song, not just any song, but one song that makes you feel unstoppable. The one that reminds you who you're becoming when the voices around you try to remind you who you were. Your anthem, your battle cry, your rising soundtrack. Every time you feel the pull to shrink, play it. Every time someone's discomfort tries to dictate your growth, play it. Every time you're tempted to apologize for taking up space, play it. Let it remind you that you're not backing down. You're not dimming your light. You're not fitting back into their boxes. You're rising, and nothing, no one gets to stop that. Not anymore.
Don't hold back. Rise anyway. Don't hold back. Rise. Don't hold back. Rise anyway. Don't hold back. Rise.